Oh, welcome back to
Drugs.
On the Branch.
Look at the
with
herb.
Resident Evil
Herb.
4.
Green herb. Gotta love that green herb. Hey, you just...
Is my mic picking up okay? Because I had to take it off and put it back on.
I don't know. I can't see the thing. Let's say some words.
Yo, hey.
It appears
hello,
that you're picking up okay.
Me making sure my mic's working.
Okay.
Loud noises.
Yep. We're back to that. Let's try to get them all on the choke point
up the volume? It sounds like it got louder again.
You might have put your earpiece in a little better this time.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was a one headshot. That's good because I've only got 2 more ammo on this, and then the music went away. Oh, hey, he left behind some treasure. You actually, sorry, I was trying to lead into something. You actually tried the drugs, the best drugs for the first time the other day. Best by metric of non-addictive and having a positive effect that's not terribly bad for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are still negative effects.
Yeah. It's not good for you,
especially if you're smoking, as opposed to like
vaping, inhale.
No, vaping's not.
Sorry, not vaping. Vaping's better than smoke.
Yeah, inhaling any smoke or heated gas is not good for your lungs. If you sit at campfires every day of your life,
yes,
you are going to destroy your lungs.
Yes, absolutely.
Warning to all of our people who are listening to this on the camping trails in the middle of nowhere where there's no internet. Yeah, it was a thoroughly miserable experience, and I don't ever want to do it again.
Oh, you only tried it the one time?
Yeah, I, as you would say, tripped balls real hard.
Oh, did you? Oh, because you did edibles and you greened out, didn't you?
Yeah, there was I waited for 2 hours and there was no effect. So I ate another piece of the brownie.
Oh, brownies are a bad delivery method. Anyway, sorry.
I also have a rabid sweet tooth and am a compulsive eater. So if you're gonna give me an edible, it needs to be the whole fucking brownie. It needs to be 1 dose.
Yeah.
Because I will eat the whole thing.
Well, that's part of why brownies are bad. Is it's hard to figure out whether that one brownie is. It's hard to figure out what your dose is in it because of how effectively it gets into. I don't know. I don't know drugs that well. I enjoy the Mary Janes, but from what I understand, a brownie is something that's not very potent or very potent.
It also
and
tasted
it's sort
terrible.
Of based on yeah. That's the other thing. I've had the brownies and they're
But
bad.
I have such a rabid sweet tooth and I'm such a compulsive eater that I will still eat things that taste terrible because it's there.
To finish it and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I spent a couple hours thinking I was in the process of dying and having a stroke or a heart attack.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, don't repeat that.
It was thoroughly unpleasant.
Yeah.
I was very relieved when I started to come out of it and realized that I was not...
hours later?
And realized that I was not dying. And I don't remember half of it because apparently I spent a bit of time pacing around the apartment waxing philosophical.
That sounds like you.
The kids were there.
Oh no.
And so I was also
It sounds like this whole thing was poorly planned.
Embarrassed.
Yeah, it sounds like the night was overall very poorly planned. Not that I would encourage you strongly to try again if it's I'm not going to try to be the emissary of weed. That's Adam. But I enjoy it, so I wish other people would enjoy it. But if they don't, then they don't,
And I did not.
Zoom shot.
I could maybe do a chocolate bar or something like that later.
Oh, so the method might have been
as long as, like I said, if the whole chocolate bar is 1 dose, I'm going to be okay. But if each little square is 1 dose, that's not going to work for me.
What if it was in the form of ice cream?
Again, it's going to depend on the dosage. And I say the chocolate because I actually did try a piece of chocolate bar that actually was not offensive in flavor. It tasted like a chocolate bar, as opposed to the brownie, which tasted like skunk ass.
I mean, I'm about odds. So you say you don't want to inhale because it's in general, not in general, it is going to be bad for you no matter what. But I think of like something like a vape or a well clean bong, and like
the vaping, if it's demonstrated to be not dangerous, then that's fine. But the problem is that there's no academic research on it because it's so new.
Right. Well, I guess my point with smoking in general and vaping in general is a candy bar is probably going to shorten my lifespan more than a lung full of this smoke.
Again,
that's how often am I dosing? I do this once a week most of the time at most. So once every week or two, I'm not getting the same kind of exposure as someone who smokes half a pack of cigarettes a day, or even a single cigarette a day.
And that also depends on whether or not there are any other deleterious side effects that we as a society just don't know about yet.
Oh,
remember,
right.
This was a Schedule 1 drug for like 50 years, and no research was done on it during that time because it was illegal to do that research. So, we don't necessarily know what all the effects are. In fact, last year I read an article about, I think it was something that was happening in California, is people were getting digestive problems
and they just
from the overuse of marijuana. And they went to their doctors, and their doctors told them that they were smoking too much marijuana. And the patients told the doctor, no, you're wrong, because pot is harmless. Everybody knows that. And so they continued to have the problems. So as a society, we run the risk of things like that happening because there is this cultural perception that it's harmless.
I'm not gonna read the plot.
It's not harmless.
Right. It's a drug.
Yeah.
Like every other drug.
I mean, like...
It's less harmful than other drugs, but it's
still
a drug.
Aspirin has deleterious side effects.
Yeah.
But those side effects...
Especially if you take it every day.
Right, but those side effects are very well understood because we have hundreds of years of research and peer-reviewed scientific papers about the effects of aspirin.
Yes.
We're just now starting to do that research on marijuana, so we don't necessarily know what we're going to find. It might turn out that it's perfectly harmless.
Well, no, it won't be perfectly harmless.
Well, I mean, benign.
Yeah.
Right? Very benign, especially compared to something like cigarettes or even alcohol.
We're pretty sure it's not as bad as either cigarettes or alcohol.
But I've also...
Except for some people.
I've also read research that just like alcohol, it's dangerous for the developing brain. So, teenagers and children.
Yes, right.
Even the secondhand smoke potentially is dangerous. So if you've got
right, because it might not be the THC that's bad for brain development. It might be another drug that's activated at lower doses.
Right.
Yeah.
So, there's risks. And I'm not saying that smoking or consuming, marijuana in any way is as bad as cigarettes or tobacco, because I think it's clearly not that bad.
Yeah.
Tobacco...
But it's still bad.
Clearly seems to be way worse. But there are side effects, there are dangerous side effects, and we don't yet know the extent of those side effects.
I would absolutely agree with all of that.
And I'm very hesitant about developing a habit with it until we know that. And you know what? That research might take 30 or 40 years. Mm-hmm. So that might...
It has to. Yeah. Because the long-term effects, it's not like we know how it's going to affect us in 30. I mean, we can figure out by people that have been taking it for the last 30 years.
I'm sorry,
right?
are we playing Metal Gear Solid now? What's this?
Yeah, I know. It's been bothering me since the start. And they did this in the original game.
This was in the original game, too, yeah.
Yeah. But I had actually played this game...
pulled straight from Metal Gear Solid.
I think I played this game before I played Metal Gear Solid 1 the first time. So I didn't realize that it was a reference. Because it's got, there's no way that they don't know what they're doing here. Especially, can I move their faces around? Okay, no, I can't.
Spin them around until I throw up.
Yeah.
I'm more of a wine guy. Wine is my...
That's your fun drug?
Yeah.
I enjoy some of the alcohols. I mean, vodka for me, if we're talking alcohol.
And I've started to get into beer as well, because I've started trying, beers that aren't shit.
Yeah, that's always
so certain IPAs and
right?
customs. I've become quite fond of, again, because I have a rabid sweet tooth, chocolate beers and jalapeno flavored beers.
Am I about to get quick timed?
Almost certainly.
Yeah. This feels like quick time. No, it just says game over, like you weren't supposed to go in here. Oh, hey, it's her.
But
she left us a note.
I enjoy a glass of red wine There was a period where I was drinking, a glass or two of red wine pretty much every day.
I have this problem with whenever there's something like a Smirnoff Ice, something that's easy to consume one of at a time, I'll just have one a night until they're gone. And so I tell Amy, don't buy any for
like a wine cooler or something.
Yeah, I would just say don't buy any more for a while.
I like the foo-foo fruity girl drinks. I'm not afraid or ashamed to admit it. I love me some wine coolers, and when I go to like a restaurant or something and they've got the open bar, I'm the guy that's ordering like the friggin' like chocolate sunrise or whatever the heck thing they've got that's basically ice cream with vodka in it or whatever.
I can't admonish you because I do the exact same thing. Like I can't judge.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Kids in the Hall. There's a good Kids in the Hall skit that's called Girl Drink Drunk. And where there's this like business guy and like he goes out for for dinner with his boss because he got a promotion or whatever, and his boss is like, "Oh, you want a drink?" And he pours a glass of whiskey, and the guy's like, "Oh no, I don't drink." And he's like, "Oh, well, why don't you try this like, daiquiri thing? It's a girl drink. It's fine." And it's one of those drinks where it comes in the big glass with like a little umbrella on it, and he takes a sip of it and his eyes light up like, "Oh, this is really good." And then he downs the whole thing, and then he's ordering drink after drink after drink, and then they got the little montage of him walking like from bar to bar, like ordering like the drinks that are like in like a coconut or a pineapple shell,
right?
With like a mixed drink and umbrellas and twisty straws on it and stuff like that. And by the end of the skit, he's hit rock bottom and he's at a park and he bribes a kid to buy him a chocolate milkshake so he can mix it with rum or something. It's a good sketch.
Come on.
But that's totally
just die already.
Me, minus the getting ridiculously drunk part. But I'm
because you're having one.
Yeah, because I'm having one or maybe two. But yeah, I'm a total girl drink.
Wow, then looks like they use toilets. Guess they're at least somewhat civilized.
Can you reach into it and pull a wallet out?
Except it's not a toilet. Why would I pull a wallet out? Why would you have a wallet? What's that a reference
Silent
to?
Hill.
Oh, ew. I guess if you lose your wallet, that's one of the least likely places you're going to recover it from.
There's a bit in Silent Hill 2 where you find this like toilet and it's like clogged with like muddy brown water and it's unclear whether it's feces or just dirty water. And there's a prompt to reach your hand in and pull something out. And,
oh, fuck. And you see who's there looking at me?
And James does it. And pulls out like a wallet that has a note in it that like tells you the combination to some optional safe that gives you a bunch of ammo and healing items. And then in Silent Hill 3, there's a callback to that where the main character goes into the bathroom stall at the mall, and you have the option to
let's get it. Did we get him?
To reach in and pull the thing out that's clogging the toilet. And there's and if you have a Silent Hill 2 save file on the same memory card, there's a little Easter egg where they play a cutscene where like the character starts to reach into the toilet and then like suddenly just stands up and throws her arm up and is like, "No, that's disgusting." And she looks right at the camera and is like, "Who would do something like that?"
Oh. Hey guys. All right. Let's hope I can knife him to death.
Wow, this is going way easier for you than the first time I had to fight the chainsaw dude. This guy probably killed me like 10 or 20 times.
Yeah. Well, he still could.
This guy right here was the start of my dislike for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah? Well, he still can.
And the having to repeat
Don't count him out. Oh, hey, I killed him.
And over and over again. No, I think that's the other dude.
No, he dropped loot.
Oh, but his body didn't. Oh,
Tense music is gone.
That's right. The bodies don't
disappear,
I got the ruby.
They do eventually. Some of them do.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, he gets back up and comes after you again later, so.
No, they're just more.
Spoiler alert.
He's a type.
No, I'm pretty sure that as you go down this path here, he's going to get back up and chase you.
Yeah, there's like a house that I have to hole up in. We both remember this. Unless they just cut that from that first tense scene and
no, I think it's somewhere around here.
Wasn't there a typewriter? Yeah, right here. Okay, let's save over. Save often, right?
Yep. You learned that from the first Resident Evil game. Although again, this game has checkpoints, so
yeah,
not as big a deal if you die.
Not as big a deal, but certainly still a big deal. Okay.
It's more for if you like turn the game off.
Yeah.
Then you.
You know what? now's the time to turn the game off. So we'll pick this up like in a week or so. Next time on the branch, whenever that is.